Welcome to Celebrate Almaguin, part of your Muskoka magazine here on the Bay 88.7. We are the show that connects you to the Almaguin Highlands. I'm your host, Dave Gray, and here on Celebrate Almaguin, we have a long history of celebrating not only events and things that are happening in the area, but we also celebrate unique and awesome businesses that you can only find here in Almaguin. And today on the show, I've got Dan and Chelsea from Muskoka Mudita. Dan and Chelsea, welcome to the show.
Hey. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
And so Muskoka Mudita produces ready-to-drink Chaga beverages. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Yeah. First and favorite here in Canada.
That is right here in the Almaguin Highlands, no less.
No better place to be.
Absolutely. And so Chaga, I've heard a lot of things in passing through my network, and I mean, I've kind of delved into some different health things over the last couple of years myself, and Chaga is one of those recurring themes that pops up that has caused intrigue for me, but I've never really looked into it. So I, for one, am super excited to have you guys on the show. And I guess we could start out for myself and for our listeners with, what is Chaga?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so chaga is a fungus that's grown on damaged birch trees in cold northern climates.
Yeah, and it's not only that, but chaga itself is a Russian word meaning fungus. So traditionally, if you look through human history, it's been found with the Ainu people of northern Japan, the Cree healers here in North America, and oddly enough, the Iceman Otzi found in the Italian Alps had some with him as well. So there's a long and storied history of this ancient ingredient that we thought we can really bring to the forefront here, actually here right in the Almaguin area, and then and beyond.
And so you can literally walk out in our backyard, so to speak, and potentially find some chaga.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's certain kinds that you're looking for. So we only use the highest quality, which is found on the white birch tree.
Okay.
And then on top of that as well, what we do is we only harvest in the depths of winter, and that's to ensure that we don't hurt both the tree and the fungus itself. So we sustainably forage the chaga mushroom, also known as Anodotus obliquus, as the scientific term, and we take about 20% of it to ensure that we have a continuous, I guess you'd say, amount for the future, but also ensuring that we do this in a very balanced and very forward-thinking way, so to speak.
And so in my conversations that I've had with certain people, I almost always hear kind of a sort of a claim of some sort of effect that chaga has, most notably, helping cleanse systems.
Yeah.
And from you guys who are experts in the different properties that chaga has, what are some of the effects that people are experiencing when drinking chaga either regularly or for a specific purpose?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can just start with the taste to touch off there. I mean, with the benefits, it's incredible, but it really has a very unique vanilla taste. I mean, it has naturally occurring vanillin, which of course gives vanilla its flavor in and of itself. So would you say like a nice earthy, warm, and slightly vanilla taste to it. But in terms of some of the benefits, we've seen from some of the studies that we've read and we've actually have on our website, it's great for inflammation. In terms of regulating the cytokines, which of course are the cell transmitters. On top of that, again, some of the studies we have found, it actually shows chaga has the most amount of antioxidants compared to anything else in the world. So 31 times even of blueberry, which from my understanding was, I thought, the top one.
Always called a super fruit, yeah.
Spot on, exactly, yeah. So we found the super shroom, if you will, the super mushroom. But Chelsea, some other benefits we found as well.
Yeah, there's been a lot of studies on anti-inflammatory. What else? Like you were saying with the cytokine regulation. There's tons of studies on our website. A lot of different claims.
Yeah, and I think one of the bigger ones, I find it's very mood boosting. This just personally just speaking from my experience was Chelsea's originally from Magnetawan, and I remember being up at her parents' place trying this chaga tea, and I remember trying like, this is unbelievable, like it really tastes good. Then I added a little maple syrup to it, and boom, my mind was blown. I felt amazing. So I was like, we got to get this out here. We got to start sharing this. How do we get this out to more people? And why do a lot of people not even know about this gold we have in the forest?
Well, and that just further proves the point that maple syrup makes everything, it just brings everything to a whole other level.
Absolutely.
and so, you guys are making this in a ready-to-drink beverage that
yes.
That you're making available throughout this area and the world.
Yeah.
How do you get it into a ready-to-drink state? What is the process that you guys use?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you like, we can start with the springtime in terms of finding it, so to speak.
Yeah, so throughout the year, we pin different locations which has the chaga on it during the winter, because you can only harvest it during the depths of winter to avoid damaging the tree. We go out and we take the chaga and then we dry it. And then do you want to take it from here?
Yeah, absolutely. So really the biggest thing what we're doing is we're looking for a high quality of it. So we will then take it, bring it in. We have a drying facility that will then dry it out there. And then from there, we then have a traditional artisanal grinder that we will use to actually grind it itself. So nothing machine, purely from the forest by hand to the bottle. And then we have a professional steeping kettles specifically designed for chaga in our manufacturing facility. And that's how we're able to slow brew this under a boil to ensure that we actually don't lose any of the nutrients, while at the same time being able to infuse it with a number of locally inspired flavors too. So we're really trying to create something that's, again, delicious, hot or cold, but at the same time, something that people can really feel good about, and more than anything else, really open up their mind to, what sort of opportunities there are in the forest and what surrounds us for, this is really the grocery store of our ancestors. And we should really start looking at it like that as well.
I think it's great that you're able to harvest something here locally. And we certainly worked with some other great businesses here in Almaguin who have found ways, and I like the terms you use there, kind of Almaguin inspired or locally inspired flavorings that can be added to kind of just enhance and change the flavor a little bit. So I think it's amazing that you're able to go out. Not only are you able to harvest locally, you're able to use some local inspiration to just appeal to different taste buds. I mean, everybody has a bit of a different taste to it. And so how have you found the market has been receiving these?
A lot of curiosity. If anything, it really sparks a conversation. What is it? What does it taste like? And, what is it going to do for me? I think that's kind of how we've sort of approached it. With that said, though, we found that if we're going to be doing something that we feel like is, from this forest and from nature, we want to be able to have a mission built into our company where we know that we're going to be giving back and people can feel good about purchasing one of our products as well. Is every single bottle that we sell, we plant a seed. And every 100 bottles that we sell, we'll be planting a tree. So we really want to ensure that people not only are going to be enjoying the beverage, but at the same time feeling good about the mission behind it, because that really ties into the word mudita, which, Chelsea, if you'd like to explain what mudita means as well.
Yeah, so mudita means the happiness in seeing others' joy. So by us giving out, these beverages and providing people with that, it makes them happy, which makes us happy.
Yeah, so a Buddhist term in itself, and we find it really kind of plays to the karma of, something that we've gone out, put the effort into find, to bring to you, for you to enjoy, and then know that the next generation will benefit from you taking care of yourself.
That's and I was going to ask what sorry, I was saying it wrong. I said Mudita in the beginning. It's Mudita. Is that correct?
Oh, tomato.
Well, fair. And so I understand too that you've had a pretty warm reception from some of the local businesses.
Yes, very much so. You can actually find us on the shelves of Muskoka Natural Food Market in Bracebridge. So one of the leading stores in terms of locally sourced, high quality products. And then on top of that, you can of course find us online, but we recently sold out of our first batch because we do a very artisanal small batch. We're very specific about that because we really don't want to deplete the forest of chaga, but at the same time making sure that we have the highest quality product available. So we do artisanal small batches, and we're looking to always go different areas and see what sort of nutrients are coming from these different areas. So we're really trying to get down to the science of it as well.
That's excellent, and so I've also seen a few of your products here throughout Almaguin and in a few different stores. So people are wanting to help push this product out. People are getting behind it.
It's the reception here locally has been unbelievable, and that only is tied by the support that we've received as well, especially by the HCED. They've been absolutely incredible in terms of what they've done for us, connecting us with other resources. But more than anything else, it's just nice seeing this local movement. With everything going on in the world. And a lot of the issue, not to touch too much of the politics, but seeing a lot of these small businesses in trouble, it's really, really encouraging seeing the support that we've seen for this brand new endeavor and gaining momentum as we speak.
And so if people, I'm sure you've caught some intrigue, how can people learn more about the beverages that you have or chaga? Where can people find you?
Absolutely. So you can find us on our website, which is muskokamudita.com. And then, of course, you can follow us on our Instagram, which is @Muskoka Mudita. And then our Facebook page, Muskoka Mudita Chaga Tea.
Oh, that's awesome. Dan and Chelsea, I super appreciate you guys coming to the studio today and kind of giving us an education on what Chaga is and what you guys are doing, the great work that you guys are doing at Muskoka Mudita. And again, thank you so much.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Thanks for having us. This was great.
Yeah, it's a wonderful experience. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to Celebrate Almaguin here on the Bay 88.7. Tune in next time for more great stories coming out of the Highlands.